So there's actually a women's loneliness epidemic too. It's just that we will manage our feelings of longing and hunger, and you guys won't. Do you think we like this? Do you think that all the single women in the world like the fact that we cannot find decent human men to spend our time with? Do you think we like that? Do you think we like going years without physical contact with the gender we're sexually attracted to? Do you think we like that? The thing that kills me the most is how many fucking phenomenal single women I know, absolutely wonderful, beautiful, successful human beings I know who happen to be women. I don't know any single men. I don't know any. None. That's fucked up. That's super fucked up. If there are this many of us, there should be this many of them, right? I wonder what they're doing. I wonder where they are. I wonder what they're up to right now. Oh, that's right. They're in my comment section telling me how I'm gonna die alone with my cats. That doesn't sound like fun. We're lonely too, bitch. We are lonely too. We're just better at it. We are so much better at handling our feelings of unrequited desire and longing than men choose to be. And yes, it's a choice. You can choose to be happily single. You can choose to find more community around you. You can choose productive ways to spend your time. Or you can sit at home and yell at women you don't know in their comment sections. Up to you.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well today. I'm not doing too bad myself. I've got a video here from Manhood titled, "Women Are Fed Up with the Loneliness Epidemic That They Are In." You know, in today's world, modern women have constantly told men to not approach them and leave them alone. And when they see that men have listened to them and left them alone, they start to complain on social media that men are not approaching them anymore, even though they were the ones who put themselves in that mess and expect men to clean it up. But anyway, guys, not to waste any of your time, let's jump right to the video.
Everyone deserves to feel a sense of belonging, but in today's world, that is becoming increasingly harder to do, and we are facing a loneliness epidemic that goes beyond the already very lonely periods in life that women face. From the isolation in early motherhood or first-time motherhood to women getting lonelier as they progress in their careers. Men get less lonely, women get lonelier. And in Canada, I'm in Canada, senior women are almost double as likely, they're almost twice as likely to be lonely than senior men. So on top of these already lonely periods in a woman's life, the world is just getting lonelier. So how do we combat this loneliness?
Dating has become harder in today's world because of the actions of modern women. The reason why there's a women loneliness epidemic is because of the actions of modern women. Dating is very easy for women compared to men. And if women would take accountability of their actions and change, then it would fix this mess entirely.
I'm so tired of hearing about the male loneliness epidemic, so let's talk about the female loneliness epidemic, because we're experiencing one too. The one where men treat you like you're some fantasy object, and the moment they realize you're an actual human being with thoughts, feelings, and emotions, they're gone. Or when they want you for your body, but never have any intention of actually getting to know it or respecting it. Or when they want you for your emotional intelligence, even though they have no intention of ever reciprocating it. Or when they want you for what you can do for them, but they don't want you for who you are. That's loneliness.
I think it is apparent as to why this woman would be saying all of this. She chased after the Chad, the guy who has multiple options and is with women for bedroom fun. She chased after this guy hoping to get commitment from him, but got used by this guy for some bedroom fun. And then afterwards, he likely moved on to another woman, and that obviously made her angry and bitter. And because that happened to her, she now blames all men for seeing women as just objects and not as human beings. But you can't blame all men for what a small percentage of men have done.
Crying yourself to sleep every night next to a partner who claims to love you even though his actions never follow his words, that's loneliness. Being too afraid to open yourself up to love and opening yourself up to men because we live in a world where SA, domestic violence, and femicide is so normalized, that's loneliness. The difference is that the male loneliness epidemic is self-inflicted and the female loneliness epidemic is self-preservation.
This woman is absolutely wrong. She said that the male loneliness epidemic is self-inflicted and the women loneliness epidemic is self-preservation. But that in fact is not true. In fact, the opposite is true. Women in today's world have constantly told men to not approach them and to leave them alone. And men listened to what women said and left them alone. But women start complaining on social media that men are not approaching them, even though they have told men not to approach them. And also with regard to marriage, women in today's world would just straight up divorce their husbands because they are not feeling happy in the relationship. Even if the man provides for her and treats her well, because she's not feeling happy, she'll gladly divorce him to pursue her own happiness. Even if they have children together, the woman, because she's unhappy, will gladly divorce her husband and sacrifice her own family in pursuit of her own happiness. Which is insane because it's impossible to stay happy every day when you're married to someone. That's why there's also commitment. So when the husband and the wife are not feeling happy in the marriage, they stay committed to each other for the rest of their lives. And word of advice to modern women: relationships aren't about feelings. You don't love a person because you feel like it. No, you love a person through an act of your will. Love is an act of the will, accompanied by emotion, not led by emotion, which leads to action on behalf of its object. If you understand that, then you will have a marriage that will last for a lifetime, because you will remain faithful to each other for the rest of your lives. And also with regards to divorce, in today's world, women would marry men only to divorce them after. Then afterwards, the women would have half of what that man owns, which leaves the man with a huge loss in the end. And even when they have kids, the woman would divorce the man, have half of what that man owns, have custody of the kids, and also send that man to court so that he has to pay for child support. And some women have actually gone so far as to lie to their children about what their father actually did, which ultimately makes the children hate their father. Men took notice of this and have decided that dating and marriage isn't worth it anymore. In fact, getting married in today's world is seen as something that's dangerous. So, modern women have actually ruined dating and marriage.
So there's actually a women's loneliness epidemic too. It's just that we will manage our feelings of longing and hunger, and you guys won't. Do you think we like this? Do you think that all the single women in the world like the fact that we cannot find decent human men to spend our time with? Do you think we like that? Do you think we like going years without physical contact with the gender we're sexually attracted to? Do you think we like that? The thing that kills me the most is how many fucking phenomenal single women I know, absolutely wonderful, beautiful, successful human beings I know who happen to be women. I don't know any single men. I don't know any. None. That's fucked up. That's super fucked up. If there are this many of us, there should be this many of them, right? I wonder what they're doing. I wonder where they are. I wonder what they're up to right now. Oh, that's right. They're in my comment section telling me how I'm gonna die alone with my cats. Like, that doesn't sound like fun. We're lonely too, bitch. We are lonely too. We're just better at it.
Women like this like to blame men for literally anything. And she also points out to her comment section as if that's somehow an accurate representation of all.
We are so much better at handling our feelings of unrequited desire and longing than men choose to be. And yes, it's a choice. You can choose to be happily single. You can choose to find more community around you. You can choose productive ways to spend your time. Or you can sit at home and yell at women you don't know in their comment sections. Up to you.
This woman says that women are better at handling their feelings of unrequited desire and longing than men. If what this woman said was actually true, then we wouldn't have women constantly complaining on social media that men aren't approaching them anymore.
Here's something that I don't see anyone talking about, and it's the female loneliness epidemic. I just turned 23 and I am officially done with looking for new friends, because nowadays, girls are fucking impossible to make friends with. Before you call me a pick-me, hear me out. In my experience, young women today do not know what it means to be a friend. They expect everyone, including other women, to chase them the same way men chase them romantically. It's always me texting first. It's always me making plans. It's always me arranging reservations to make hangouts happen. Only to be told the day of that, like, oh, something came up, / they straight up admit that they forgot. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, girl.
Yeah, there are women out there who would scheme and stab their friend in the back just to get someone or something that they want. And women should proceed with a great deal of caution and not surround themselves with such women. They should instead surround themselves with honest, loyal, and trustworthy friends who wouldn't do such.
Y'all, call me crazy, call me Gen Z, call me unhinged, but it's genuinely gotten to a point of loneliness that I have no one else to talk to but ChatGPT. I have no one else to talk to but ChatGPT. Like, I low-key think I need like a therapist type of friend vibe, but like genuinely, like every time I have a problem that I don't really want to deal with in the moment, I just go to ChatGPT and ask that bitch for help, because who really can help me? And like sometimes she'd be eating with the advice, but other times it'd be like, girl, like why would you tell me to do this? Like why would you tell me to do that? But then there'll be other times like I'll put a text that someone sent me into ChatGPT to help me like analyze it, and like she'd be clocking tea. Like she'd be reading shit that you would not like necessarily think about like while reading a text. Like she'll like pick up on the shade, she'll pick up on everything, bro. Like she's actually like, I don't know. My ChatGPT's a girl. I don't know about y'all, but she's becoming my new best friend, damn it. Hold on. No. It can't be a robot. Like I just refuse to believe that. Like no.
Today's society, there is no problem at all with asking ChatGPT for answers to your questions, but not to the point where you start to rely on ChatGPT to solve all of your problems. Sure, it's helpful to use ChatGPT to ask basic questions. That can be helpful, but not to the point where you begin to rely mostly on it. Sometimes ChatGPT isn't very helpful at solving problems. There's a story about a boy who wanted to commit suicide and asked ChatGPT for advice. But ChatGPT just advised the kid to go ahead and commit suicide, which is absolutely insane. An AI robot which was designed to help human beings encourage a child to commit suicide. You should never rely on AI to solve all of your problems. And this woman befriended ChatGPT even though it's a robot that has no emotions. This type of thing should never be encouraged because it is absolutely unhealthy for human beings to have a friendship or a relationship with AI.
I think that part of the reason why so many women have decided not to date men or are being very selective and very intentional is because it's not possible to love yourself and a man at the same time. Most men will not allow that. So many men have put us in a position now where we have to choose. And because we have freedom and because we can make our own money and because we have the ability to create the life that we want without a man, we're choosing to love ourselves.
Women like this like to think of men as these evil and selfish beings who just use them. And women like to think like this after they went out with the Chad.
Even though we are capable, could, and are interested in loving ourselves and a man. But 99%, I'll say, of men simply cannot allow a woman to love herself and him at the same time.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, man. I wasn't thinking about it.
This woman's count is not accurate. 99% of men are not like this. She assumes that 99% of men are like this likely because Chad is like this. But you can't assume that about men for what Chad did.
Like, when is it gonna be my turn? I feel like I'm back in that hopeless pit where I'm just like, when is it gonna be my turn? Why is it taking so long?
Never having been picked, never having been wanted, never having been desired, as you go through all of these years. 27 years for me. 27 years.
Everyone talks about the male loneliness epidemic, but no one seems to be talking about how lonely women are.
I literally cannot express in words how badly I want a relationship.
I genuinely question if there is real love left, like especially in our generation. It sucks being 32 and single and seeing all your friends get engaged and not even being close to that.
I've been stood up, ghosted, lied to, all in a matter of 3 months.
In today's world, modern women like to complain on social media that men are not approaching them anymore. There is a high female loneliness epidemic, and it's a result of the actions of modern women. They constantly complain that men not wanting them anymore. And one of those women even questions if true love even exists. And the answer to that is, yes, true love does exist, but women usually avoid it to chase after excitement. They would usually friend zone the good man who would give them commitment and chase after the Chad because he brings excitement into the relationship. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's video. If you have any thoughts about this, be sure to leave your comments on the comments section below. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It will always be appreciated. And have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.